Lesson 1 is about the prehistoric times and the origin of mathematics. This video is the introduction to these topics. After this lesson, you should be able to trace the development of mathematics through prehistoric times, identify the various contributions of aboriginal tribes to mathematics. Historians refer to prehistory as the period before people kept written records. However, some point to the period starting with the human being's existence about 5 million years ago and ending about 6,000 years ago with the advent of writing. There are three phases in the prehistoric period: the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. The Stone Age being divided into three periods: the Paleolithic, the Mesolithic, and the Neolithic. The Paleolithic, or the Old Stone Age, is around 2.5 million years ago to 10,000 BC, the longest portion of the prehistoric times during this era. People had no permanent places to live in. They lived in caves and made temporary homes or simple tents by using materials from plants and animals. In order to survive, they hunted and foraged for food and made weapons for hunting like daggers and spears from stone, bones, or sticks. They also used fire. One thing these early people developed was their language, which they used to communicate. They were also the first to carve stones, clay, bones, and antlers into small figurines. The end of the last ice age marked the end of that time. On the other hand, the Mesolithic, or the Middle Stone Age, was about 10,000 BC to 8,000 BC. People used small stones during this period, but they were polished and often carved with points and attached to bone or wood to serve as spears and arrows. These early people lived in camps near rivers and bodies of water. Agriculture was introduced during this time, and these people learned to settle in villages. Lastly, the Neolithic was often referred to as the New Stone Age. This marked changes in the way people work from crude to refined. This is approximately from 10,000 to 3,000 BC. They live in camps near rivers and bodies of water. They also develop a system on farming and domesticated animals. They also learned pottery making, weaving, and started to use polished hand axes. They established villages and developed private property as well as ideas of trade and quantity. The Bronze Age was a period from about 3000 BC to 1300 BC. During this era, bronze, copper, and tin were discovered, hence metalworking became advanced. There was an advancement in architecture and art, including the invention of the potter's wheel, and textiles such as clothing consisted of mostly wool items such as skirts, kilts, tunics, and cloaks. Round houses became the standard form of housing built during this era. More villages and cities began to form while government law and warfare became organized. During this time, the most important development was when the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. The Iron Age was between approximately 1200 BC to 900 BC. The metal was seen at the time as more precious than gold. During this time, there was a mass production of steel, tools, and weapons. For rooms, royal palaces, temples, and more religious structures were built. There was more cleverness on agriculture, art, and religion. Writing system, including the alphabets, began to emerge. That is the introduction of Lesson 1. Please watch the next video regarding the origins of mathematics.